time when the Empire had struck back and the archaeologists stormed the Temple of Doom, and the rise of the 3D, Movie Man was seeing a movie he was too young to see. Only I alone can tell you his tale of the film. Let me tell you the review of High Adventure.
Hey everyone, yes, it is that time in design. I figure before you go see Momoa off in the new Conan, you may want to know about the old Conan. Yes, the one from almost 30 years ago, Conan the Barbarian, starring Arnold Schwarzenegger, under the direction of John Milius, who would later go on to do the cult classic Red Dawn. Now, in Conan, we have Arnold. Coming to the domestic audience, he really wasn't popular until this. This is kind of his breakout film, if you will. And Arnold plays the lead character of Conan the Barbarian, and the movie basically follows Conan's life from when he was a kid and the tragic events that happened to his village at the hands of Thulsa Doom to when he grows up and kicks some ass to take revenge on the same Thulsa Doom many years later. Now, along the way, he picks up some friends in the form of Jerry Lopez as the surfer. He's more known for surfing than acting, okay? He's done like 4 films. One of them was Conan, and he plays Subutai, which is Conan's buddy, friend, and partner in thievery. And then you've also got the lovely Sandal Bergman, who kicks ass. She was in the movie She, as well as Hell Comes to Frogtown. Makes her living as a B-horror, B-movie, TV movie actress, doing very well there, and let me tell you, she knows how to wield a sword. She was also in Red Sonja. There's also Mako, who was very popular back in the day, and he plays the wizard slash narrator of the movie, as well as the chronicler of Conan's life. You also got Max von Sydow in there as King Osric. Okay, King Osric hires Conan and his buddies to go rescue his princess from Thulsa Doom, who is played by James Earl Jones. Yes, he came out from behind the camera, from Vader's voice, to play the nemesis of Conan. Folks, you also got an ex-NFL football player, Oakland Raider, in the form of Ben Davison, and William Smith, who also was in a lot of B and TV movies, who does a fantastic job as Conan's father in the opening scenes. Folks, yes, this movie may be a little dated, but let me tell you, I think it's a great movie. It bombed when it first came out domestically. Made a huge amount of cash internationally, but domestically it really kind of bombed. It only made like I think it was like a quarter or a fifth of what it actually cost to make the film originally. But what is great is that it lives on later as a cult classic. It put Arnold on the map, for one. Now, what's great about this movie is Conan really doesn't have a lot of lines. You mostly have Mako doing the narration, and you have scenes, short scenes, and Conan's dialogue's even shorter. But when he does speak, there are some great lines there. Okay, they got a great line in the beginning where Conan's been this fighting guy for a while, and a guy asks, "What is best in life?" And some guy tries to suck up to him, and he goes, "No, Conan, what is best in life?" And he says a great line where, well, I'm not going to say it. You've got to see the movie to see it. And most of you who have seen it know which line I'm talking about. It's a great line. Anyway, there's a lot of moments like that in this film. Also, it's beautifully shot. Forget your CGI, folks. We're all on location here. There's some fantastic wide-angle shots of the landscape. Gives you a really great feeling of scope and epicness, and just the landscape in general, the large world that Conan lives in. Everything's huge. You got huge snake temples, okay? Yes, and there's also lots of gore and violence in this film, okay? But that's what's great about it. It was fitting for Conan's character. This world that John Milius puts you in is fantastic. I really enjoy being there. And Sandra Bergman's, she goes toe-to-toe with Conan. Her Valeria just is an equal, if not a superior to Conan, okay? She kicks some ass too in swords, as well as, you know, where she kind of controls everything in the relationship, alright? And you just got a great story here. Now, like I said, I don't understand why people really pan this film. If you watch it, it's really well done for the material that it's doing. I mean, it's just a great sword and sorcery movie, and I think you'll enjoy it. Definitely not for the kids, though. It's so hardcore graphic with the blood and violence, and What's really great, you know what I love about this? There's a chunk in there, there's a scene where something happens to Conan, okay? And due to the events of Conan, from there till like near the final battle, he doesn't say one word of dialogue. But you don't notice and you don't need to because there's so much ass-kicking going on, you don't care, okay? And it's great because it fits his character. And it also fits the fact that Conan couldn't do a lot of lines. So, folks, if you get a chance, rent the original Conan and see it. You got blood, violence, sex, you got great storyline, okay, definitely not for the kids, but it's definitely a movie that if you're going to go see the new Conan, I think you will enjoy this one as well. Yes, it is a 5-stubber in my book, just because it's a classic, but also because I think it's an underappreciated film that if you look more closely, you will see the beauty that is there in Conan the Barbarian 1982. And that'll about do it for us here at The Final Cut. Until next time, folks, keep that ticket stub.